What part of his relationship with you, the 50,000 hours, do you miss the most?
All of it.
You miss all of it?
All of it. So I see your expression. Same expression Todd Blanche had when I was on trial, sitting in that witness box. He said, "You hate Donald Trump, don't you?" I said, "No, sir." So he goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "In fact, I love the guy." So he goes,
Loved or love?
"Love. I still love."
Present.
I'm still insanely angry with him for allowing others to interfere with the relationship. And I don't care. Look, we all know one thing about Trump. He will never apologize, even when he knows he made a mistake. He will not. It's just not in his nature. Some people can, some people can't. He cannot. But I know in his heart of hearts, he knows he made the mistake on allowing them to convince him to abandon me. You use the mob experience as sort of a way of, he's the boss, call me a capo, right? I'm a made guy in, we'll call it Trump land. When there's an issue, when does the mob boss throw his capo under the bus, listening to some foot soldier? It never happens. You're supposed to, smartly, you wrap your arms around the guy and you protect him. Don't abandon me. They didn't just abandon me in a conversational manner. I was handling legal matters for him that ultimately resulted in the FBI raiding my home, hotel, and law office. And that's because they wanted to get him. I despise James Comey. I've always said I despise James Comey. I know that Comey ended up getting from John McCain the Steele dossier. Then it went to, I think, Andrew Weissman. From Weissman, it went to Jeffrey Berman, who recused himself. Then to another guy by the name of Robert Kazami. I mean, all for what? In order to get him. And that is just true. And I hope it's apparent to everybody. I don't care if you're far left or far right. That is and should be apparent to everyone.
So give me the exact timeline. What month was it when you say, you know, he made the wrong decision, he sided with them instead of me? What was the timeline? Exact.
I was in the process of going through all of the documents on a review to ensure protection for him in terms of attorney-client privilege. We were doing a document review.
He's in already.
Oh, he's in already.
So what's
he's
the
president.
month? Give me a month-ish.
It's
17?
It's 28. It's 2017. No, it's yes, it's 2018.
So end of 17, early 18-ish.
Something like that.
Okay, continue. So you're going through that.
We're going through that, and all of a sudden, my lawyer turns around and says, "Can you please reach out to Trump.org? We haven't gotten paid. We got paid some. They held back on the next one. They didn't pay the third bill. Now it's a fourth bill. We can't continue to represent you." I'm saying, wait. You're joking, right? So not only did they push me under the bus, but now something that I should be protected under, which is executives and officers' insurance, they're not even willing to pay that. Why? What the hell did I do to deserve to be ignored, abused, neglected, thrown away, discarded? What did I do so bad? And then I turned around and I realized during a interview that they were doing with Trump, he turned around and they asked him, it was right after the raid, he goes, "It's disgusting that they raided one of my attorneys. Now all of a sudden I lost my name? Remember, I know the man better than any human being should know another. That's the first sign that you're out."
You knew that?
Yes. It was that comment that really made me pause and say, wait. Now I don't have a name? What happened to Michael? Every morning, 4:30, 5 in the morning, for over a decade, every morning at 5 a.m. and every night. The man doesn't sleep. By the way, neither do I, which is what made us even closer. Every single morning, 4:30 to 5, phone call. Every night, 11:30, give or take, a phone call. First in the morning, last before he goes to bed. And now all of a sudden, Michael Cohen doesn't exist? Tell me why. What did I do so deserving, so bad, that I deserve to be not just thrown under the bus, but how about run over, not once, not twice, but a half a dozen times? And I was like, okay, I guess I am on my own.
So what's your next move when that happens? Because I got a bunch of follow-up questions, but I want to know what you do exactly after that. You see this, you know what the signs are. You're like, I don't think I'm on the inner circle anymore. I'm on the outer, if not the ousted, like I'm about to be ousted. What's your next move?
I just continue. I had no moves. It wasn't as if I
Did
didn't
you
call
approach him? Did you talk to him about
No.
it? Did you see the calls declining in a major way?
I was told by people like Jay Sekulow, oh, don't worry, I'm speaking to the boss. You know, everything's going to be fine. Ultimately, I realized that Sekulow is lying to me. They then tried to send in this scumbag, Bob Costello, a lawyer who was with Rudy Giuliani. They tried to infiltrate the defense where he wanted to come in. It's really a terrible. This, by the way, would be probably an Oscar-winning movie because it's so outlandish, it's so ridiculous. Nobody would possibly believe that this is true. They would think that this is some sort of a made-up plot by some really dystopian writer. Why in the world would you do it to me? Somebody who would legitimately have taken a bullet for you, except under one condition. If he's the one pulling the trigger. I couldn't do it. It was the ultimate betrayal. It was like being betrayed by a brother. Hey, Michael Cohen here. Look, you all know who I am. Donald Trump's former personal attorney and fixer. A lot of things have taken place over the years. A lot of questions need to be answered. Well, you may have a lot of questions. So do me a favor. Anytime you want to ask me a question, feel free to reach out to me on Minect.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.